students to Saraswati School of Science, Physics Practical Sessions. Today we are going to discuss practicals of Standard 11 Science. Basically you are having total 17 experiments in your laboratory manual. Today we are going to discuss the very first practical, that is vernier calipers. Now before moving to the experiment, I want to clear what exactly the instrument vernier caliper is made for. So vernier caliper is an instrument used to measure the diameter and length of the small objects. Here question arises, we cannot measure using meter scale? Yes, we can measure using meter scale, but the problem is that the meter scale, the least count, the minimum measurement that can be made using scale, that is 1 mm only. But what about the measurements less than 1 mm? What about measurement less than 1 mm? For measurement less than 1 mm, we need to use vernier caliper to carry out the measurement of the dimensions of the objects, small objects I mean. Now, who made vernier caliper? Vernier caliper was introduced by French mathematician Pierre Vernier, which is named after the scientist as vernier caliper, in year 1631. Now, talking about the aim of the practical. The aim of the practical is use of vernier caliper to determine, to measure the inner and outer diameter of a hollow cylindrical body. We need to determine the inner diameter and outer diameter of hollow cylinder that we do have with us over here. You can see this is hollow small cylinder. Yes, you can see we need to determine the inner diameter of the cylinder, and we also need to calculate the exterior, that is outer diameter of the small hollow cylindrical piece using vernier caliper. So again I am repeating, what is our aim? Aim of the practical is use of vernier caliper to measure the diameter of small cylindrical body. We can calculate inner diameter of the cylindrical body as well as outer diameter of the cylindrical body. Till this clear? Very good. Moving ahead to the apparatus and material required for this experiment. Now we are going to talk about the material and apparatus we need in order to demonstrate this experiment. The very first instrument that we are going to use, that is vernier calipers. Can you see this vernier caliper? Yes. This is the instrument with which we are going to measure the diameter, inner diameter and outer diameter of a small cylindrical piece of pipe, you can say. Till this clear? Fine. Apparatus used, we are having first vernier caliper that I have discussed. Second, we should have, that is small hollow cylindrical piece for which we need to determine the diameter. And third, we should have magnifying glass. What is the need for magnifying glass over here? The need for magnifying glass over here is to read the readings, to read the divisions clearly so that no error is introduced in the measurement. Till this clear? Very good. Moving to the next, that is principle used over here. Before moving to the principle used over here, I want to discuss the constructional details of the vernier caliper. Now what is constructional details over here? Constructional details, you can see the vernier caliper that I have drawn on the board, in which there are two scales. The very first thing you need to remember that there are two scales. First scale is main scale and second is vernier scale. Remember, main scale is fixed, whereas vernier scale is movable, can slide over main scale. Can you recall it? There are two components of vernier caliper. First component is main scale, second is vernier scale, which slides over the main scale. Now we'll remember that there are two fixed jaws. You can see over here jaw C and jaw A. These are the two fixed jaws which are perpendicular to the main scale. What do you mean by perpendicular? Can you see they are making exactly perpendicular to the main scale like this? So they are perpendicular to the main scale. Also you are able to notice one more thing over here. There are two more jaws that are B and D, which are attached to the vernier scale. Where these jaws can move, can slide over the main scale with vernier scale. vernier scale. Till this clear? Very good. Now you are able to notice one thing over here. This is S. S is screw. Screw is provided on the vernier scale in order to lock the position of vernier scale. In order to lock the position of vernier scale means if you are inserting this hollow cylindrical piece on any body for which you are performing, which you are going to do measurement, that you are going to place into the jaws of this vernier caliper like this. So in order to fix this element into the vernier caliper, we need to tighten the screw. Remember one thing over here, there is precaution over here. While you are tightening the screw, remember you are tightening gently. Gently means smoothly. Do not tighten it with the due pressure, else there will be damage in the threads of the screw. Clear? Don't tighten due pressure, under due pressure, otherwise the threads of the screw will be damaged. Clear? There is one knob, that is P over here, that is provided. This knob helps us to move the vernier scale on the main scale. That helps us to move vernier scale over main scale. With the help of this knob, we can move this vernier scale over the main scale. You will be able to notice one thing over here. As you are pressing the knob and you are moving the vernier scale backward, you will be able to observe that the metallic strip N is coming out from the main scale, back side of the main scale. This metallic strip is also used for the measurement purpose. This is used to determine the inner depth of the object. Inner depth of the object. Like this, if you are having this metallic strip, if you insert like this into it, you will be able to note down and you are able to measure. What you are able to measure? You are going to measure the inner depth of the object. Till this clear perfectly? Hope construction detail is clear? Fine. Now, want to tell you one more thing over here about the calibration of the scales. For the calibration of the scales, you will notice that there are total 10 divisions on vernier scale. There are total 10 divisions on vernier scale and you are having 9 divisions on main scale. Clear? 10 divisions on vernier scale and you are having 9 divisions on main scale. Here I have written 10 divisions on vernier scale, that is equal to 9 main scale divisions. 10 vernier scale divisions, that is equal to 9 main scale divisions. Now see, there are total 10 divisions on vernier scale and you are having 9 divisions on main scale. What happens? You will be able to observe that the magnitude of each division on main scale and magnitude of each division on vernier scale having different values. Would be having different values. Means I am talking about the size of the division. You will be able to see that the main scale division, your vernier scale division would be smaller as compared to that of what? Main scale division. Is this clear perfectly? Very good. Fine. Now we can see the instrument clearly over here. I have given you the theoretical constructional details. Now I will show you the instrument and practical exposure for the same. This is moving. Can you see? By pressing the knob, you can move the vernier scale over the main scale. You will be able to notice that these are the two upper jaws. These are the two lower jaws. Lower jaws are used to measure the external diameter of the object. Here these upper two jaws are used to measure the inner diameter of the object. Like this I can show you. Suppose you want to know the external diameter of this object, you can need to place object like this. Clear? You can place object like this. And if you want to determine the inner diameter, then you need to place object like this. This is how you can measure inner diameter of the cylindrical object. And if you want to measure the external diameter, then you can put the object like this. Clear perfectly? Very good. I have shown you that this is the knob by which you are pressing and moving the vernier scale over main scale. You will be able to see that as soon as I am pressing the knob and moving the vernier scale over the main scale, you will be able to observe that this metallic strip is coming out. This metallic strip I have already discussed that it is used to measure the distance, or you can say inner depth of the cylinder. Inner depth of the cylinder you can measure like this. Clear? Very good. Fine. Now moving to the principal use over here. Principal use, the difference in the magnitude of one main scale division and one vernier scale division VSD is called least count of an instrument. The least count of vernier caliper is nothing but the difference of what? Magnitude difference of main scale division MSD, 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. 1 MSD is 1 main scale reading, minus 1 VSD is 1 vernier scale division. Till this clear? We will be able to take this, the difference in the magnitude of one main scale division MSD and one vernier scale division VSD is called the least count of the instrument. Clear? Now I will tell you one thing, that you have seen the practical meter scale that we are using in our day-to-day life. That meter scale is having the least count of 1 mm only. Be less than 1 mm you can't measure with that scale. That is the limitation of the practical meter scale. For that, if you want to measure something less than 1 mm, then you need to use vernier scale. Till this clear? Fine. So we will talk about the least count of vernier calipers. Now the question arises, what is exactly least count? Least count is nothing but the minimum measurement that can be made by the instrument. The minimum measurement that can be made by the instrument is known as what? Least count of that instrument. Clear? The minimum measurement made by an instrument is known as least count of that instrument. Clear? Now we will talk about least count of the vernier caliper. Least count of the vernier caliper, I have already discussed that it is 1 MSD minus 1 VSD, 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. Till this clear perfectly? Fine. So here I have written, as it is the smallest system that can be measured by using the instrument, that is known as least count, NVSD that is equal to N minus 1 MSD. NVSD is equal to N minus 1 MSD. N divisions of vernier scale is equal to N minus 1 divisions of main scale. Why sir N minus 1? I have already discussed in the starting before that there are 10 divisions on vernier scale and there are 9 divisions on main scale. Formula used, that is least count of vernier calipers, that is equal to least count of the vernier calipers, that is equal to the magnitude of the smallest division on main scale, the magnitude of the smallest division on main scale to the total number of divisions on the vernier scale, to the total number of divisions on the vernier scale. Till this clear? Again I am repeating, LC of vernier caliper, that is equal to total, you can say the magnitude of the smallest division on the main scale divided by total number of divisions on the vernier scale. Now I will tell you that the magnitude of the smallest division on main scale is 1 mm, total number of division on vernier scale are 10. So here you can notice one thing over here, that is, you can notice one thing over here, that is 1 mm divided by 10. 1 mm divided by 10, that you are going to get 0.1 mm. You are going to get 0.1 mm. Till this clear? So we are having, that is, we are having the magnitude of smallest division on main scale, that is 0.1 mm, and we are having total divisions 10 mm. So 1 by 10 we are going to have 0.1 mm. Clear? That is equal to 0.01 centimeter. So least count of the vernier caliper is 0.1 mm, or you can say 0.01 centimeter. We will see over here calculation for the same. Now we are going to calculate least count of the vernier caliper, also known as vernier constant. The one main scale division 1 MSD, that is equal to 1 mm, that is 0.1 centimeter. Number of vernier scale divisions that we do know 10. 10 vernier scale divisions is equal to 10 minus 1 is 9 main scale divisions. 1 vernier scale division, that is equal to, if I send this 10 downwards, then 9 by 10 is 0.9 main scale divisions. Now if we want to calculate vernier constant VC, vernier constant VC is nothing but 1 MSD minus 1 VSD. 1 MSD as such, instead of 1 VSD I can write what? 0.9 MSD. So 1 minus 0.9, so I am going to get answer 0.1 MSD. Also 1 MSD, yes or no? So you can put over here 1 mm, so 0.1 into 1 is answer 0.1 mm, so you are going to get 0.01 centimeter as your vernier constant or least count of vernier caliper. Till this clear perfectly? Very good. Now types of error you are able to notice. Before moving to types of error, let's calculate. We have calculated LC over here. Now we are going to see the practical measurement of the exterior diameter of a cylindrical body. Before moving to the measurement, we need to check whether the instrument is having zero error or not. If it is having some error into it, then we need to do the correction work at the end while we write the result of the experiment. Clear? Either we have to add the error or we have to subtract the error, that depending upon the type of the error. Now one question arises over there, that which type, how error comes into this? The errors come into this, the main two reasons are this. Number one, there is manufacturer defect into this instrument. Manufacturing defect in this instrument will lead to what? Will lead to what? You will be able to have an error introduced into what measurements you take. Second thing, rough handling. If you are rough handling this instrument, you are throwing here and there, you are not putting properly. Rough handling will lead to what? Creation of error, or you can say defect on this instrument. Clear? Now, what is zero error then? Zero error is, you will able to notice that 0 marked on vernier scale, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 divisions on vernier scale, and here you are able to notice that from 0 to 1 you are having on main scale also. If your 0 of vernier scale and 0 of your main scale coincides, if 0 of your vernier scale and 0 of your main scale are in the straight line coinciding each other, means there is no error in the instrument. Presently you can see over here, that is the instrument, that is 0 of the vernier caliper and 0 of the main scale. Vernier scale and main scale both are having 0 and coinciding each other, means there is no error in this instrument. So we can say we do have 0 error in this instrument. This instrument is perfect. Clear? Now what happens? If 0 of the vernier scale lies, if 0 of the vernier scale lies right to the 0 of the main scale, if 0 of the vernier scale, you can see this green mark over here, that is 0 of your main scale, and this black mark over here, you will able to see that is 0 of your vernier scale. You will able to notice one thing over here, that is the 0 of this, the 0 of vernier scale is slightly towards right to that of what? 0 of main scale. Means here there is positive error. Here there is positive error. One more thing I want to conclude over here, that is if 0 of the vernier scale is slightly left to that of the 0 of the main scale, then it is negative error. Till this clear? 100% clear? Okay, again I am repeating. If 0 of the main scale and 0 of the vernier scale coincide each other, then 0 error. If 0 of the vernier scale is towards right, then your positive error, and if 0 of the vernier scale is toward left, then it is your negative error. Till this clear perfectly? Very good. Now moving ahead, you will be able to see that here I have already discussed that no zero error, because the 0 of the vernier scale and 0 of the main scale are coinciding each other. Till this clear? Okay. Now how to make measurement over there, let us study. First I am finding out the diameter of what? Hollow cylinder. So I am placing this hollow cylinder like this. And yes, you can see over here, the cylinder is tightly holded between the two lower jaws. Clear? You have to first check the reading of main scale. You have to first check the reading of main scale. The first reading of main scale, how you check the reading of main scale? So we have holded the cylindrical piece for which we need to determine the external diameter. Now how to check the reading of this, sir? To check the reading of this, you have to think over here, or to see over here, the 0 of the vernier caliper coincides with which division of the main scale? 0 of the vernier caliper coincides with which division of main scale? Here I can see that 0 of vernier caliper coincides with the 2.4 of the main scale. So I got my reading main scale, that is 2.4. Till this clear? Perfectly fine. Again I have to see the, now next thing I have to check the vernier caliper reading. How to check vernier caliper reading? You have to see over here, and you have to find out which division of vernier scale exactly coincides with main scale division. Coincides with main scale division. Here I can see that is the 9th division. 9th division of vernier scale coincides with the main scale division. So I can write over here that 9th division of vernier scale is coinciding with what? Main scale division. So for finding out vernier scale B, that is equal to 9 into vernier caliper least count is 0.01. So my answer is 0.09. Till this clear? And finally, for the measured diameter, I need to add this bit. That is the main scale reading plus vernier scale reading. Main scale reading is 2.4 and this is 0.09. So I can add over here. If I can add over here, that is 2.4 plus 0.09. So I am going to get 2.49 as my first reading. Clear? As my first reading. Now we have to take 3 sets of reading. We have to take 3 sets of reading by rotating this, and we have to take on another surface of this, and we have to again check. Again I am taking the reading and I am getting it's 2.4 only. 2.4 only the main scale reading, and my 8th division is coinciding with the main scale division. 8th division of vernier scale is coinciding with the main scale division. So for your vernier scale reading is 8 into 0.01. So my answer is 0.08. Now last step what I have to do, I have to add main scale reading and vernier scale reading. So main scale reading is 2.4, vernier scale is reading 0.08. So my answer is 2.48. Till this clear? Similarly, I am taking the third set of reading. In the third set of reading again I am setting my cylinder between jaws. My vernier scale coincidence is found to be, it's 2.4, and vernier scale coincidence is found to be 9 again. It's found to be 9 again. So again it is 9 into 0.01. So my answer is 0.09. So 2.4 plus 0.09. So my answer is 2.49 again. One thing you will notice over here. What you are going to notice over here? The first reading was 2.49. Second, 2.48. Again, 2.49. There is some variation into the readings that we measured at every instant. Clear? Now, in order to get the final answer, you just need to do what? Mean of that. Mean of that means summation of all the observations divided by total number of observations. So here, mean measured diameter D0 that is equal to D1 plus D2 plus D3 by 3. And my answer for this is 2.49, 2.48 and 2.49. If I am going to add these 3 and I am going to divide by 3, I am going to get my answer in centimeter. If I want to convert it into meter, I want to multiply into 10 power minus 2. Yes or no? Yes. Clear? Now we are going to do the average for this 3, and average of this 3 is found to be 2.486. Can be approximated as 2.49. Yes or no? Because 6 is more than 5. You have to add over here. Your answer is how much? 2.49 into 10 power minus 2 meters. See, for corrected diameter of the given body G is equal to 0 minus plus or minus E. Here there is error? No. There is no error in this instrument. Why? Because the 0 of the vernier scale coincides with the 0 of main scale. So instead of this E, you have to put 0. So my answer is 2.49 minus 0. So I am going to get it for 2.49 into 10 power minus 2. That is my final reading. Actually also, the external diameter of this cylindrical piece is 2.49 centimeter. Till this clears perfectly. Last, I want to add over here. I have discussed the case for zero error. If it is positive error and negative errors, and then what to do? You can say 0 of the vernier scale is towards right to the 0 of the main scale. For this reason, you have to check which division of vernier scale coincides with which division of main scale. You will be able to notice that here 5. Can you see that this is in the straight line? So here you can say 5 coincides. 5, the fifth division of the vernier scale coincides with what? Division of the main scale. So this fifth division, you have to find positive error can be calculated as plus 5 into LC, that is 0.01. So my answer is 0.05. Make sure you take this value as plus because this is positive error. Till this clear? Here you are able to notice that again. In the case of negative error, you will be able to find that 0 of VST is slightly left to the 0 of main scale. You will be able to notice that 0 of vernier scale is slightly left towards the 0 of main scale. For that, you have to calculate what? Again, you will be able to check the division of vernier scale only that coincides completely with the main scale division. And here you can again see that this fifth division is coinciding again. So again, my answer over for negative error, I can write over minus 5. Fifth division is minus. Yes or no? Into LC 0.01. So my answer is minus 0.05. This is minus 0.05. Again, if I write the unit that is centimeter, you can say whatever you need to write. Clear? This value of negative error and positive error you have to subtract over here, put over here. Plus E, a positive error, minus E, negative error, and then do the manipulation to get the final answer. Clear? Hope it is 100% clear. Thank you so much.